Today, it's time to do some cake baking. Don't be afraid though. If you've never actually made a cake, this isn't any of that galaxy glazed or triple tiered nonsense you see online. This is just a super easy, no fuss dessert recipe that absolutely anyone can make. Check out this beauty. This is a sour cream cinnamon bundt cake, and it's perfect as a Sunday dinner dessert or alongside a hot cup of coffee. Now, it's called a bundt cake, but everyone you share it with is going to agree that it's a home run. So are you ready to slug one out of the park? I sure hope so, because it's time for some bro baking. Here's everything you'll need to make the bundt cake. All the ingredient amounts will be on the screen and on my site, brobakingwinnipeg.com. Before you even get to putting ingredients together, make sure to grease up your bundt pan with cooking spray so the cake comes out nice and easily when it's all said and done. Don't be shy with the cooking spray either. We want it to be as greasy as John Travolta's hair. In this bowl, I've got room temperature butter and white sugar. Cream this together. I started off with a whisk, which was stupid, but after a minute I smartened up and switched to a spatula, which is what I should have used in the first place. Next, whisk in 3 eggs. After that, whisk in the vanilla. In this bowl, I've got flour, baking powder, and baking soda, and in my measuring cup, I've got my sour cream. With a spatula, gently fold in half the dry ingredients, then half the sour cream. Once those are incorporated, do it again. Don't be alarmed if the batter is really thick. That's actually exactly what we're looking for. Pour half the batter into the greased up bundt pan. In yet another bowl, I've got a lot of dishes to do later, I've combined brown sugar and cinnamon. Sprinkle the cinnamon sugar over the batter. Blob the rest of the batter over the cinnamon sugar. With the spoon, carefully even out the rest of the batter, trying not to screw up the cinnamon sugar layer. Now it's time to bake. Put it in a preheated 400-degree oven for 10 minutes, then turn the oven down to 350 and bake for another 40 minutes. Cakes take a while to make, so I've actually got 50 whole minutes to press you to visit my website, brobakingwinnipeg.com. I'm not going to take the whole 50, but I'd just like to remind you it's there. If you ever need a bro-friendly glory gardening recipe, I publish every single Saturday. Also check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. The links will be right here. After 50 minutes, take the cake out of the oven, and you can run a knife around the edges like so, just to add some extra insurance and make sure the cake comes out perfectly. Take it out of the pan by putting a wire rack on top of it and flipping it upside down, but be careful. Now it's time for the big reveal. Technically, I could dig into this cake right now and it'd be delicious, but I thought I'd take that extra step and turn it from a home run into a grand slam. Some cinnamon glaze will put this bad boy right over the top. In this bowl, I've got powdered sugar and cinnamon. Add milk and a splash of vanilla and stir to combine. I started with 1 tablespoon of milk, but I realized that wasn't enough and my glaze was actually a paste. So I added another tablespoon and then it was perfect. Once the cake is cool, drizzle the glaze, oh so centrally, over the top. I'm no decorator, that's for sure, but I'm trying my best to make it look at least sort of nice. Now that the cake is all glazed up, it's a true all-star. I've cut out a slice so I can show you the inside. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, other than your own reflection in the mirror? I tell you, this cake is an absolute classic. It's moist and dense without being overly heavy, and it's not too sweet. It's not going to rot your teeth out if you eat a slice. If you enjoy coffee, which I don't, serve it up next to a cup. Again, if you're like me, you might just want to have it with a glass of milk or a scoop of ice cream. Well, that's all from me today. If you haven't checked out my other videos here on YouTube, be sure to give those a watch and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, so long.